It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Tip-off goes to the Hornets. Ball with it. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one. And coming out swinging and hitting the game's first bucket.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
And there's a whistle. That goes on Jay Crowder. That's his first foul. On defense, the Kings. Ball looks over the floor. Shoots from 14. And Domas Sabonis pulls it down. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, yeah, I was able to talk with Sacramento's head coach. I talked with Coach about LaMelo Ball and what he said to his guys before the game, and he said to me, I just told our guys to be active out there. LaMelo is an energetic, springy player, and we can't let him out-hustle and outwork us. LaMelo is a challenging assignment for any defense. We'll see how this unfolds, guys.
And Allie, thanks.
Yeah, look at Levine staying active, beating the defense by making a move.
And the Kings have held tough, but it seems like the West has gotten tougher, Grant.
Well, what's the saying? If you're not getting better, you're getting worse. And the Kings have to find that next level.
And he gets the bucket.
And not just setting the pick, Okogie also converting out of that play.
Crowder outside. To the wing on the left. And there's the screen. Clock at 6. Here's Levine. That one is off. Nice D from Bridges. And Ball will bring it up here for Charlotte. Bridges outside. Zach Levine clears it away. Sabonis, high post. And it's good. Credit Levine with the assist. Sabonis has got his second basket.
And right in that painted area, that's where Domas is at his best.
And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. It's stolen. Pass to Levine. Wide open. And the rebound goes to Charlotte.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Here's Ball. And Ball throws it down.
The defense leaves an opening and Ball exploits it. I mean, he can be so sudden.
Pass to Ellis. Here's Levine. Ball outside. And Ball throws it down.
LaMelo on the attack. He can do damage from anywhere, but they love to see him get to the rim.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substituting on the court.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's DeRozan. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. DeMar DeRozan, an impressive scorer who takes relatively few three-point shots, Greg.
Yeah, the arc is not his primary focus. He'd rather pick you apart in the mid-range, but he does it so consistently that the points pile up quick.
And again, LaMelo Ball. Ball's got 6.
Yeah, inside Ball has to rely on his agility. That's how he finds his way to close-range looks.
The Hornets with a lead.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the first. Just 5 to shoot. And another basket for Charlotte.
He's firing on all cylinders. Has to be happy with his 4 of 5 shooting from the field so far.
Outside Monk. To the middle. Here's Valanciunas. Rebounded by Nurkic. Charlotte leading by 3. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results.
Now here's Ball. Give him 8. Bridges misses. On the break. DeRozan, left side. Driving in. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Yusuf Nurkic picks one up.
And watching DeRozan, you see some old school 2-guard play there. Not settling for jumpers, taking it right to the defense.
Grant, the Hornets are a team hoping to end a pretty substantial playoff drought.
Yeah, it's been a long time since they made a buzz in the postseason, but their return could be closer than people think. A few smart moves here or there might be all it takes.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight. The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Now here's Van. To the inside. Williams. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Buries it from 3.
Monk dangerous from downtown. He gets him up with some volume.
Here's the teardrop. He's got his first free throws of the night right here. And the first one at the line is good.
Shooting for Charlotte. Trailing. 2 shots.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Pass to Crowder. For 3. No good that time. Here's Smith. And that's not going to go. LaMelo Ball getting it done for Charlotte. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he...
14.
And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
Let's make sure that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, a lot of change for this Hornets organization. New ownership, a new front office, a new head coach, some exciting new talent. They're renovating the arena and building a new practice facility. Other than that, not much has changed. B.A.?
Business as usual, Allie. Thanks. Miller outside. Here's Salong. Miller outside. Nurkic high post. Here's Mann. No good on the triple.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Levine. Battles for the finish. Zach Levine.
You have to love how persistent Levine is inside, enduring the contact and finding his shot.
Well, Brent, in his short career, Keegan Murray has shown flashes of stardom.
Yeah, and I think B.A. coming in, the idea was that Keegan Murray is going to be a complimentary wing shooter, and he's shown that he can do just that. He's taking strides as a defender, but his ability to shoot the ball and have confidence this early in his career, that's impressive. He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Pass to Miller. And here's Nurkic. The three. Monk grabs the miss. Sabonis outside. They kick it out to Murray. Tap and fall. Nice feed from Sabonis. Murray's kept himself on the board with a three there. And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
If you see yourself up on that big screen, then you know what to do. Show us those dance moves. Coming onto the floor for the away team.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Charlotte.
Miles Bridges.
To the paint. Bridges right side. Lets the three fly. It's Bridges on the wing. The offensive rebound.
Well done on the glass. Gets himself in position where he can use his size.
And the dunk by Levine.
Out on the floor, Levine can really move. He keeps the fast break one step ahead of the defense.
Pass to Williams. Crowder with a steal. Here's Monk. Here's Murray. Okogie pulls down the board. Charlotte trailing. All right, Grant, give it to us straight here. What's the deal with star treatment in the NBA, you think?
Star treatment? What is that, B.A.? No, I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50 calls. And you could argue that some players have a reputation that hinders them on the 50-50 calls. So it really just all depends. And that's how Miller can take his game to the next level, by being aggressive and attacking the basket.
And this is where they struggled.
Yeah, the half court has not been kind to them. Let's see what they run.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Outside, Williams. Pass to Okogie. Launches a three. It's rebounded by Sabonis. The Kings trailing. Now Levine. Let's go with a three. And another miss by Sacramento. Now Ball. Give him 8. Levine with a steal. Here's Monk. Oh, now that's how you finish a break. Throw it down with force.
Love the hustle. When the break is on, so is Malik Monk.
And there's the foul. It's on Malik Monk. That's his first foul. And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. There's a minute 34 left to play in the half. Good chance here for Ball. Charlotte, no good that time either.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
And in recent seasons, Grant, almost no team's been hit by the injury bug as much as the Hornets.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, you wonder what they could have done if they'd stayed healthy. They built the team around key players, and those guys have just missed a lot of time.
And given LaMelo Ball is 6'7", how does this give him an advantage in his position, Grant?
Well, B.A., he's able to score on smaller guards, as well as see over them and find his teammates. His height and quick decision-making are real weapons.
And Brent, the Kings have the pieces to compete and finally creating some stability.
Yeah, after that 16-year playoff absence, just being a factor in the West has Sacramento and their fans really, really exciting. Again, the pieces are there. Will they push it this year to get back in the mix?
Diabate grabs the board. Bridges outside. And he drives in. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Inside. Here's Lyles. And he goes in for the dunk.
Valanciunas does a great job of surveying the floor and willing to find the open man. Nice extra pass.
It's stolen. Back come the Kings in transition. Here's Lyles. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Lyles has gotten his second bucket of the game.
They were totally in sync on that play. Targeted the pass beautifully.
Out to Bridges. And he banks in the layup. Bridges has got his second bucket of the night.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. The Kings on top. They lead by 1. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. We've got second half action for you. And if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Here's Ellis. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Sacramento shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. Now here's Ball. Down low. Taken away. Back come the Kings in transition. And the dunk by Levine.
What a dunk by Levine, looking to punish the defense.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, Brandon Miller caught some flack when he named Paul George as his GOAT, but PG-13 said, I know what he meant by it. Obviously, I'm not the greatest of all time, but it's about who inspires you. Miller, for his part, not backing down and saying, how the league is built now, Paul George is the right person to study for this generation. Brian?
Allie, thanks.
just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Levine way outside. Williams grabs the board. Hornets trail by 4. Ball with it. Checked by Murray. Ball outside. Up top, Bridges. Pass to Okogie. 6 on the shot clock. Charlotte needs to get one up in a hurry. And Bridges is good for 3. Bridges has gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Defensively, got to close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Murray for 3. Williams grabs the board.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Murray with a strong finish at the rim.
And on the fast break, Murray is a threat. We know he loves cutting through any opposition and getting himself a shot.
And here's Ball. 10 points for him. Inside. Tries again. And it's laid up and in by Williams. Williams has got his first points of the game.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
To the paint. Here's Levine. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Timeout called. The Kings. And you look at the Kings, Brett. They've had several name changes over the years of their franchise.
Yeah, before becoming the Sacramento Kings, they were the Rochester Royals, and then the Cincinnati Royals, and then the Kansas City Kings, and then all of a sudden, let's get to the West Coast, and here comes the state capital of Sacramento. It's not really affected the winning, though, has it yet?
So both teams changing it up here. On defense, the Kings. 3-point lead. The kick out to Williams. Uncovered. That's short off the rim. To the middle. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And the Kings lead by 5.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Pass to Smith. Just 5 on the clock. The kick out to Williams. 3-pointer, no good. The Kings lead by 5. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense. And a nice bump for their offense this half. Now shooting over 50% for the game.
Outside man. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Here's Fultz. Back to Valanciunas.
2 minutes remaining.
Kicks it to DeRozan. The 3-ball. He drops it from range. DeRozan's got 5 points in the quarter.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Over to the left wing. Back to man. To the inside. Williams in the post. Valanciunas with a rebound. And so it's Fultz who brings it up for Sacramento. They lead by 8. Biggest lead of the game. Well, when this game is over and done with, they'll be off to Utah to take on the Jazz. And that starts a 4-game road trip for them. Outside man. Pass to Jeffries. Outside, Williams. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sound.
Coming onto the floor for the away team. Number 31, T. John.
Sacramento leading by 8. Pass to Valanciunas. Back to Fultz. Here's Lyles. Beyond the arc. And another miss by Sacramento. Here's Jeffries. No points yet. Now here's Mann. Pounded by Fultz. And that one's good. Man.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Pass to Lyles. Puts it up. Fultz scanning the floor. To the paint. Here's Valanciunas. That one falls. Nice. Assist by Fultz.
And Valanciunas has no problem showing up with that physical force and finishing through contact.
Here's Jeffries. That three's off the mark. And so it's the Sacramento Kings up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Well, when you win the battle of turnovers, you typically win the battle of possessions.
36.
Time for a quick break, then back to the action. Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Ball with it. To the middle. Fires the three. And Miller good for 3.
And their perimeter shooting numbers have been up since the start of the second half.
Now Fultz. Monk for 3. Unable to get that one.
There's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Miller with it. Guarded by Valanciunas. Pass to Williams. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
In a tight one like this, you have to trust in his ability.
Sacramento leading by 3. Outside Fultz. The 3 from DeRozan. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Pass to Bridges. Miller outside. Here's Okogie. And Charlotte another 3.
And not a strength of Okogie, but you can see that he's putting the work in.
4-3. And it's DeRozan missing.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
Here's Ball. Tries to keep it alive. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Here are the Kings with the ball now. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. Here's Charlotte. Good momentum. 8 straight points. And the foul called on Markelle Fultz.
Timeout.
That's his first foul of the game. And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now.
All right, fans. Now it's time to get loud right now for your Sacramento Kings street team. Get loud, fans.
our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Charles Lee said to the team. He tried to loosen the tension a little, asking his guys, "Are we having fun? I know I am. Just relax out." There and follow the game plan. We've got this.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here.
Get ready to dance like everyone's watching. Somebody needs to adjust. Oh, yeah. Way to go, everyone. Let's hear it for you. Substituting on.
Moving along. 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Ball outside. Bridges outside. Charlotte, no good that time either. And so here's Sacramento. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. Back to Crowder. Murray for three. And another miss by Sacramento.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
There's the steal. Levine challenging. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's Charlotte. They've gone on an 8-0 run. Here's Ball. Behind the back and lays it in.
I like how aggressive LaMelo has been tonight. I mean, just looking for his shot consistently.
Pass to Ellis. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Brandon Miller. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Inside, Crowder.
So much of Okogie's value to this team comes at the defensive end of the floor.
Another steal. And they're pushing it up. Here's Levine. That is showing up again later. Wow.
Oh, you have to applaud Levine's work ethic. He gives his all to find points for his team.
Here's Ball. And LaMelo keeps his balance on the finish.
Oh, clutch points from Ball. You can't forget he's 6'7", and that really helps him get shots off when it matters the most.
Outside for Levine. And that misses. That would have put him up. On offense, here are the Hornets. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Levine with a steal. Oh, and the jam by Levine.
I love it. Doing it at both ends of the floor. Levine's athleticism and anticipation is simply off the charts.
And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Now here's Ball. Pass to Williams. A minute 42 left to play in the fourth. Shot clock at 6. 14 feet away. Miller can't get it to go.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on it.
The deep three from Levine. Ooh, Levine with another miss. Here's Charlotte. They're on a 12-4 run. Charlotte again missing.
A wasted trip down the floor. That's not a good shot at all.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
And stolen by Williams. Miller with it. He's picked up by Levine. Ball outside. The three. Valanciunas with a rebound. Here's Ellis. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Oh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he ends up making the second. And that gives him a lead.
Left a little on the table there, but at least he put them in front.
LaMelo on the attack. Pass to Salah. Back to Ball. They set the pick.
About that 7'6" wingspan of Valanciunas that helps him erase the shot.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Third team.
He hits the first one, and that'll put him up 2.
2 shots.
And so he drops them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Well, important there to have the 3-point lead because only a 3 can tie it up now.
And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. .26 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Now that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
And so both free throws good. And it's a 3-point game. And their biggest problem so far, taking care of the ball.
Yeah, they've made some great plays, but way too many turnovers. Yeah, with the size and versatility Miller brings to the table, he's a tough cover for just about anyone.
He drops the first one, and that brings him within 2 here. And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line. And they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock. And the physical style Murray plays with will serve him well in this league.
And just like that, this game is a 2-possession affair.
Miller. Again the miss.
Now go and turn me loose. Yeah. I'm getting in my groove. Feel real good right now. Yeah. Feel real good right now. Now go and turn me loose. You never can lose. Now go and turn me loose. Yeah. Now go and take a number. It's real hot to miss like I'm in the yellow Hummer. Got you breathing heavy like you was a runner. Chilling with my crew, we gon' do it till the sun up. Yeah. 90s baby, I grew up on driving. A little bit of daylight when the feeling come alive. It's like engine number 9, take it back this time. Let it clear your mind, rewind. Yeah. It's a feeling you can't describe. Now go and close your eyes, and it'll be alright. Yeah. It's a feeling you can't describe. We on a steady climb, and it'll be just fine. Yeah. Now go and turn me loose. I'm getting in my groove. I'm feeling real good right now. Now go and turn me loose. You know I can't lose. Now go and turn me loose. alright.